Hello everyone, this is Preeti. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, till now we have discussed about what is pandas and we have seen how we can read a CSV file with the help of pandas. In addition to this, we are done with how we can assess rows and columns or how we can assess multiple rows or multiple columns. Okay, so now today we are going to discuss about what data frame and series are. In addition to this, we will also discuss how we can set or reset our indexes. So let's start with data frame and series. Well, we have already talked about data frame in my first video, very briefly actually. Data frame and series are the backbone of pandas, and we are definitely going to use these two data types mainly throughout the playlist. Well, if you have a look at this, don't you think it looks like a dictionary? But in actual, it is actually much more than a dictionary. Here, these are the keys. We know that in dictionary we have key value pairs. So here we can say that these columns are the keys and the values are the rows. Let me run it first. So I'm running it. Okay. And I want to display. Now here, if I want to assess a particular column, like let's say I want the values of this column, email column, then what I can do, I will simply write down the name of the dictionary and then within square brackets, I will assess that column name and I will get the value. Now let's see the data frame of this people, and to do this what we can do, we have to use pd, and I'm storing this in a variable df pd.dataframe. And remember guys, you have to use d and f as capital letters and then passing this dictionary having list of values in this. And if I want to display it, so here it is. And remember one more thing, we can also pass the list of values here. Here I am just giving a single value, but I'll show you another example. Fine. Well, we can also assess any column like this, df.email means df.column, but I personally recommend using this way, using square brackets. Now in next example, I want to show you guys when I pass a list of values as values inside that particular keys. So here I'm directly passing this key values pair inside a data frame. In the above example, I have firstly used a dictionary and then pass that dictionary inside that data frame, but here I am directly using p.data frame, and inside that data frame I am giving all those values, means dictionary, I am passing the dictionary here. Here I am using integers, strings, floats, as well as complex numbers. So this means we can pass any type of data type inside this data frame. We know that list is a heterogeneous type, we can pass any type of function. So let me display it first. So here is our output. Now if we want to assess a particular column or a particular row, let's say I want to assess only b column, all the values of b column. Now I have already discussed in the last video how we can assess rows and columns. So we can assess this simply using df within square brackets this column name, like here I have done this, and we know that it will return us series type. Okay, but when we assess multiple rows and multiple columns, it will give us returns up a data frame. Basically series is just a rows of single object, we can say it's a list of data. Fine. Here you can see that B will give you back this whole column, this all these rows, like let me show you guys. If we are not checking its type, and here we know that it's a list of data. Fine. So it's just, in layman words we can say that it's a rows of single object. But when we pass multiple rows, multiple columns, it will return us a data frame. So data frame, we know that it's a rows and columns having data. In other words, we can say that it is a container for multiple of series object, because series have a single object and here we have multiple objects. Fine. So let's see how we can set or reset our indexes. Here I have created a data frame, and I have passed this dictionary with list of values inside this data frame. Now before setting index, I just want to show you guys how this data frame looks like. So here it looks like this. So now if I want to set the C or B or any column I want to set as an index, so that it can be printed here. This index is actually by default, but now I want to label my own index, so I can do that as well using set index function. So now I'm using set index function. Here C has been used as index value, but it's not displaying here because I have not made these changes permanent. To make it permanent, I have to use in place is equals to true. Only then it will make all the changes permanent. Otherwise it will display the original data frame. Now here what I have done, I have labeled my own index. Instead of using C as an index, I have given my own WXYZ. You can give any name you want. Then I have used split function to split this, and I want to set this int as my set index, and I have to use to set my index. So I have to use this set underscore index function, and to make it permanent I have to use in place is equals to true. Now you can see that. Fine. Now if I want to sort my index, like here is it's already in ascending order. So what if I just want to sort in descending order, then what I can do, I can here use ascending is equals to false. Fine. Now it's in descending order. Otherwise by default it will be in ascending order, but if you want in descending order you can set it as false. Now what if I want to reset index? I want my original index back, so I can use resort underscore index. So here again I got my original index 0123. Fine. And if I want to use redex, I want to drop this reset index, I can drop it as well, because here they are giving, you can see the difference here. The index I have given initially, it is giving me with the values, but if I want to permanently drop that index values, I can use reset index drop is equals to true. So thank you so much guys, and if you want this code you can see in the description below. Please subscribe my channel. Stay tuned. Bye bye.